Bunch of plant and fish take care to do today, and we thought we would go live in case any of you would like to join us and Sunny as we walk around in the shop and take care of the plants. If you have any questions while we're doing whatever it is that needs to be done, feel free to say in the comments, and we'll be sure to call them out and get them answered for you. So Matt, what's the first thing you want to do this morning?
We're going mealybug hunting.
We've had some mealybugs that came in on some new plants that we got. And so we have a really great solution to kind of just kill them on contact. And we also are doing a larger, more long-term approach. But what are we doing this morning?
So we're going to do a 50-50 mix of isopropyl, which this is basically 100%, 99.9. And we're going to mix it with pure water. Now, I want to show you guys how to, a surefire way to jam up a pressure sprayer. So check this out. Look at all the particulate in the water. So be careful when you're adding anything in. A little particulate matter like that can really jam up these pressure sprayers. So I'm going to filter this out. I will be right back. Man, you want to look around and see, take the camera, see if you can see anything?
Yeah, totally. And I just wanted to say really quick, the reason that we're using a pressure sprayer, and you'll see this once we get going, is this wand, you can not only kind of change the amount of spray that comes out, but also you can obviously really pump up the amount of pressure, and you can really blast those mealybugs off of any leaves or stems that you find them in, as well as you can really get into the hard to reach areas, which is where mealybugs like to live and hide. So that's a big reason that we're going to be using a pressure sprayer as we go mealybug hunting. And I'm just going to wait for Matt to get a strainer so that we can get, this is RO water, but it has some duckweed that has grown in it since we do so much with our fish tanks. Some of the RO, the residual tank had duckweed in it. But while I'm waiting for Matt, I'll just show you, this is one of our flood and drain tables. So this is definitely been experiencing some mealybugs, and you can see this peace lily here definitely looks like it's struggling a little bit. Let's see if we can see any mealybugs on it. I wouldn't be surprised, but this is good. We definitely, oh, here we go. You can see, you want to put your finger, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Right there. Oh, let me, whoop. That'd be good. Yeah, and so you can see they hide on the underside of the leaves. And these plants are usually really healthy, and I suspect that kind of the yellowing that we're seeing and the death that we're seeing on the edges is almost solely attributed to this plant trying to beat back these mealybugs. So it's unbelievable how much the health of the plant bounces back once you get the mealybug situation under control. There's a teeny tiny one right there, another one up there. So we are gonna send these guys to the moon. All right, Matt, let's make the spray.
Let's try this. All right, let me try to get a clean picture just to kind of get some filtered water. Okay, yeah.
So again, we're doing 50% at 50% alcohol water mix in a pressure sprayer that we're gonna blast these mealybugs off with.
So this isn't a very complicated method to get all the particulate out, but again, I don't want any particulate getting in the pressure sprayer because that is how they jam up and you lose all that good spray. You have to unwrap the nozzle. So I'm just gonna use this this fabric bag. It's a Rain Science bag. Awesome bags. Love these guys. Made in America. So look, you can see all this particulate that's now in here that would have been jamming up the sprayer. No more. All right. I'm gonna keep this guy around. This is gonna be our go-to for this exact.
How much do you want to add the alcohol right into here? We do like half and half and then pour it in?
We're gonna not need this much, so let's just measure. Let's see. I'm gonna add 750 ml. So let's just bring it down to 1,000.
Okay.
Okay.
you want
And
to dump
then-
that in there and then we'll...
Yeah, that's a great idea. That is smart.
All right.
Cool. All right, boom.
Another 750 of 100% isopropyl alcohol gives us that 50-50 mix.
And we're working on, so this is the way we have found, if you want to really knock down mealybugs quickly, we're doing this as a spot treatment on a regular basis. And then once a week, we have another, we're going to release a video about how to deal with mealybugs because they are a nightmare and there's different phases of them. And so this is great, particularly the isopropyl is great for the adult stage where they're not really mobile, and also for the eggs, which are really hard. They have these waxy coatings on both those stages that are really difficult to beat back. So even soaps, neem feeds right off that waxy coat. So this isopropyl just melts them. That being said, it's really expensive and hard if you have a bunch of plants to be spraying them all the time. And the stage between eggs and adult is the crawler stage. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Is the
I'm gonna
crawler
follow
stage,
you.
and during the crawler stage, they're a lot more vulnerable. They haven't really built up that waxy coat. So during that stage, we have this mix with isopropyl, soap, and neem that knocks them out. It's a lot more affordable, and also it's not going to destroy your plants. And spraying an entire area like this with isopropyl, it would be tough to breathe the air afterwards. So we're using this as like spot sprays. We're going to go around, find some mealybugs, and knock them out. All right, Manny, I'm going to leave it to you, and I'm going to follow you around with the camera. How's that? All right, let me flip the camera around.
All right, so this is the one, we're gonna check everything, but I know that these mealybugs really like these plants here. So just to show them, I don't know if you want to zoom in what we're going after. But you can see they like to sit on the underside of leaves. There's a tiny one there. And then they also kind of sit, if you want to just poke in here, Matt.
Eric, I love it. Eric said gasoline might work. It
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
would, and I agree. That definitely with mealybugs, we're actually
Can you
messing
get
around.
in
Yeah.
on this? So the other thing that's tricky is they go down inside the crevices of you can kind of see them right there, of the stems, which is why you gotta really just drench these plants. Okay, so. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we want. And the alcohol kills on contact.
Oh, one thing, quick. So you might want to hit your lights off.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell them why?
Yeah, so you definitely are risking burning your plants. This is going to dry them out. It's an aggressive way to treat, and so you got to be careful not to spray too hard. And you don't need to use, this is, really about shooting them. These are like, the isopropyl works it's like bullets, right? So you're like, you hit them, and you don't want you don't want isopropyl everywhere. When you're applying something like neem, though, it's a different story. Neem, you're wanting to create a protective coating. I agree, these bugs are bad.
Do you want me to just spot check where I see them at?
Yeah. Yeah, tell us where you see them. Sorry,
Yeah.
flipping this, getting
Yeah,
the camera
no,
right.
That's okay. They don't usually, oh yeah, no, they actually are
Bromeliad, you seeing some?
here. It looked like.
I've never seen any on this bromeliad, so
Yep,
that's
look at them.
a bummer.
See them?
Yep.
Right there. Right where hold on here, I'm gonna show with my finger, right here. It's a bunch, it's hard to see with the white underside.
Let's see, where is it? Thanks,
Right
Eric.
there.
I was just thinking these plants look a little beat up, so I appreciate
Right
your
there,
kind
yep.
words. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So one hit and they're
Boom.
dead. But as Matt mentioned, the crawlers are teeny tiny and they can be, that's how they get from one plant to the other. So you gotta hit where you see them and then also treat where you don't quite see them yet. I love these plants. Here, I'm gonna get these guys here. Ooh, sorry, Matt.
All right. Yeah?
You can see them in there. Right where the black part is
yeah.
pointing. it.
I gotta admit, it's kind of fun. Sometimes you'll find them, and it's funny. I've gone through after spraying and done such a good job. I don't find any, and you kind of get addicted to finding these guys.
Yeah, it's true. They love, these are the silver dragon. I love this plant. Let's see.
Yeah, mealybugs, they're so hard because they just don't go away. They're so persistent.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys, what's the worst pest you've dealt with? You've dealt with.
Everybody
We're gonna do a
gets-
little.
Okay, these ones are,
Beetles. Tell me more.
oh, those on some outside trees.
That sounds outside. Yeah, it's fun. You know, fortunately, beetles aren't much of an issue indoors, but
Yeah, we had them really bad. We used to get them really bad, and they have been almost completely resolved now that we have chickens. But I know not everybody can have chickens. But they
Ants,
are
yep.
fantastic at keeping them back.
I heard last week someone introduced vinegar, and I was reading up on that, and I guess that's really effective for them. So,
Yeah, how did you treat them?
you know, it's funny. I've never really struggled with ants for some reason. I don't know why. Well, we had a problem with ants once in Colorado on our deck. I remember they were eating the foundation.
Right. Yeah. Uh-oh, we might have lost somebody.
Oh, that was the onion.
Yeah, I think she died. I don't want to take her out. That's the other thing, when you're dealing with a pest, if you, any dead and dying material that you can get rid of that can attract additional pests. Mealybugs live actually on live plants. They're not into the dead and dying plants, so I'm not worried about it from that perspective, but dead and dying material can attract other types of pests, and these plants are already under threat, so I try to get rid of anything that's, not looking great, so that I'm not attracting more stuff. All right, Matt, how's that look?
Looks great. I mean, yeah, let's keep looking.
I know they're on that table.
Oh, let me
over
show you
here.
guys one thing too. Oh, hey, Sonny. He's really good for bigger pests. So let me show you guys. So right here, I've actually put, this is a flood and drain system. I've actually added some worms in here. And I have a theory, and I would love to hear what people think, that you see there's flies come in, there's worms in here. Now, one of the things that's cool is you'll see tons of bugs in a compost pile. And I have a theory that adding a compost pile in, especially on your indoor gardens, or particularly with worms, is a great way to prevent pests because it attracts so many bugs that are non-pathogen. You know, they're not going to harm your plants. They're just eating dead plant matter. But a lot of the predators that are then eating those bugs will venture out and eat pests. So things like mites, predatory mites, even green lacewings, and a lot of microbes that are battling back and fighting and eating those. So my hunch is that by adding compost into your indoor growing environment really reduces the explosion of pests or even the prevalence or appearance of them. I've noticed like living soil growers tend not to see as many spider mites as guys. Oh, thanks, Eric. I really appreciate it. We work hard trying to make it better and better, and we're all ears. So if there's ever anything you guys see that we could be doing better, we're not people who think we know everything. The reason we love growing and gardening is to get better and better. And so let us know what we can do better if you see anything. Thank you, though. I blush.
Oh,
All right, let's find some more mealybugs.
great. Just getting rid of some of this.
What was the dude from Elmer Fudd? Hunting rabbits. And we haven't treated in a week, so oh yeah, look at that. So this is like crawlers, and you can tell I'm looking at this, and I can see this is such a clear sign that they're just, you can see them trickling upward out, and it's like there's been an egg that is hatched, clearly somewhere down there. And that's another thing that makes these guys so difficult, is that they'll hatch and they'll hide their eggs, and their eggs can be so hard to find. And even if you find them, that waxy coating makes it really difficult to destroy. So yeah, let me get in on this. So I might not go as broad with this. Try to instead really get in to that little corner. You know, I just want to concentrate where they are. Just a little bite. Because isopropyl, it's expensive and not great for plants. It definitely dries things out, and I don't love breathing that. Let's see, any more, Mandy? No, maybe you're right though. You were going.
So do you not like to get the leaves with it?
I do. I just don't want to get a part of the leaf where there's none. You know what
Okay.
I mean? It's
hear
not,
ya.
you know, if this was neem, I'd be spraying where there weren't any bugs, because I want to create a preventative layer. But yeah, the mix is 50%. Oh, it literally washed off. I had written it there. I'll rewrite it, but it's 50% isopropyl alcohol, 50% water.
Yep.
All right, let's keep
Oh,
looking.
let me switch it back. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, here's some more. Look.
Oh yeah,
Hatching out
right
from
here too. Yeah.
So sometimes they'll even get inside something like these new leaves that are forming, and they'll be like on the inside of this. And the worst part is, I know how sensitive this part of the plant is, and it's like this catch-22. I don't want to kill it with isopropyl, but you can't allow the mealybugs to continue proliferating because those eat it. So it's a tough spot, you know.
The adults that you see oftentimes on underside of the leaves in little clusters, they, once they get there, don't typically move. But it's those crawlers, that nymph stage.
I'm gonna rewrite this label just so you can see it.
Okay, yeah.
Or actually, you have way better handwriting.
It just washed off with the alcohol.
This. Don't judge me. Too much. Percent. Isopropyl. 50% water.
Great.
Legible enough?
You want to go check out your aquaponics area?
Yeah. We did see some up there while we were making a video about these guys.
So this Discus Tank, we have a traditional filter on it as well, but it's also on a timer, and it floods this flood table every 5 minutes, and that's the only way those plants get watered. And then it drains back through that pump over there and back in, and it provides some additional water cleaning and filtration for the fish, and of course the plants love the fish water.
Check this guy.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
The flower's starting to bite eye back with some new growth.
Nice. Yeah, it does look
Put
happy.
This bad boy in here, and it's doing great.
Monstera looks happy. The inch plants look
You know,
thrilled.
we saw some. Oh, look, here's a new one on the aloe, and I've never seen any on the aloe. So one of the things with pests, like just inspecting
Do you wanna
plants
point-
almost daily.
point me
right
aside?
there.
Oh, shoot.
How'd
Here.
you even get there?
Hold on, let
The
me-
thing about mealybugs too that's funny is you never even see them. Like it moved. Like I don't even know where it came from. And I've yet to see. That was the first one I saw on the aloe. But the best way to prevent pest issues is by catching it super early. The sooner you catch it, the easier it is to deal with. So catching that one just now, for instance, right? If we hadn't caught her, and they're all hers, they all can produce eggs. It would produce hundreds of eggs within a couple of weeks, you know, meaning like if we hadn't addressed that one bug, you know, in 2 to 3 weeks, there'd be hundreds of them there. So it's
Yeah, the egg
catch
sacs are
soon.
500 to 600 eggs typically. And they all are male and female, right?
Should we
I
feed the
believe.
fish?
Yeah, let's feed the fish. They saw us coming and they were very excited. Yeah, mealybugs suck so bad. These are our passion fruit plants that we have growing inside that give us passion fruits every now and then. And oh, we're gonna get ready to see how excited the fish get as Matt gets closer.
This is a flake mix thinking about, you know, good feed of. I've been also adding a lot more worms like that we produce here. And I think that's really important for their health. I mean, flakes are easy and all.
Oh, thanks, Eric. Eric said our garden is absolutely remarkable. Thank you so much.
We love it here.
This is our home away from home.
So, some happy little fish. Cool. Keep looking around.
Yeah. Do you want to feed the other tanks while we're?
Why not?
Why not? You
If you have
know.
questions about these guys, let us know.
All of our fish tanks are fresh water so that we can use the water to feed the plants. Some of them are connected directly into the plant systems, like this pothos is feeding directly. I know we have fish too, is feeding directly out of the fish water, but we'll also do water changes. And then I'll take 30% of the water out of here and I'll pump it directly into all the other plants that you're
Little bit.
seeing.
These are just
Oh yeah, Matt, hold on.
direct roots inside, by the way.
Yeah.
There's no medium on this system, so water just floods up and down and continuously flows through. Sorry, roots, I know you do not like that. Put you back, but it's such a great filtration system. There you go, fishes.
Did you feed those guys?
I did.
Oh, nice. Oh, I missed it. You're fast. Thanks, Eric. Eric loves the way we've put this together.
Aw.
All right, you want to go to the angelfish tank?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Telly made an appearance. Telly's our other shop dog. She'll be 16 in April, so she does lots of snoozing, which is exactly what she should be doing. Taking it easy.
Alright. So this system just floods and drains up to here, and back down. This is what you consider a black water tank, so there's tons of wood in here, which is why it has that brown, tannin-like look. People don't always love the way that looks, but fish love it. Crystal clear water, you know, these guys from the Amazon, the water in the Amazon is not crystal clear. So the water does raise and lower. So right now, the water will come up probably another couple inches. There's water up in this tub right now. So.
Kind of see the pump on the right-hand side there. It flows up, floods the table above. All those plants drink that way, and then it drains back in. And there's a couple huge plecos. One just went by. I think,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of angelfish in there.
Public service alert, if you're looking for plecos, I'm going to show you the ones we have in the other tanks. These are traditional plecos, what you usually find in pet stores. It's changing, but these guys get huge. They're not even done growing, and it's nuts because this is a 150-gallon tank, and I'm already thinking about how they need a bigger home. Bristlenose plecos are my favorite. We've started getting them to breed here. They're amazing. They stay, you know, 3 to 4 inches. They are amazing. They don't tear up plants. They just clean them up. They get rid of the algae you don't want. I'll show you some tanks with them. This tank is cool. So I could clear a lot of the vegetative matter, but if you look in this, there's so much life. There are some bristlenose in here, tons of shrimp. All this tank is I wanted to see how it would do. It's a light with a single air stone in it, nothing more. And I just want to show, like, you can have a nice tank. If you don't have tons of fish, you don't need a lot of complicated filtration because that's always the headache of the system.
Do you want to pop in? Someone can see you. Yeah.
You want me to be in here? Yeah, so I'll clean this guy up a little so you can see it's unbelievable how fast it's grown. But there's tons of different shrimp in here, snails, plants, and all I'll have to do to clean this tank out is pull the overgrowth out. But just a single air stone and 1 air pump. So you don't need a lot of complexity. And like personally, the way I'm doing fish tanks now is by starting them super simple. And once the ecosystem's established, you start adding bigger and bigger things, and like don't add fish in until, you know, the plants and the snails and the shrimp are established.
All right, you want to show them our
Show 'em some
bristlenose
bristlenose.
pleco tank?
This is one of our oldest tanks. It's funny, the
Oh,
bristlenose for
Eric asked, why isn't there more people here? We're not open yet. The shop opens at 11. So we're doing this. Oh, thanks, Eric. He said our channel's awesome. So we're doing this before the store opens. And then we've got all of our inventory in another room that people can shop as well. But that's why it's quiet.
So I don't know where the bristlenose are. You'll have to come back next week. It's so funny. There's so many in here. And they're either like, I don't know. I can't quite figure out what gets them to all come out or all hide.
Sometimes you can see the babies. Yeah. I'll look for some while you're looking. Oh, there's a baby on the wood right there. Oh, yeah, right. Boop. That is him. He's right there.
Oh.
It's a little blurry, but yes. That.
Yeah.
Boop. That's him. Boop. There he goes. Oh, there he is. Oh, great shot. That
Oh, and you see one in the background too. Okay, so
yeah, that's a larger
we're
one.
starting to see what's causing them to come out. Food.
Oh, here comes another large one. So again, as Matt was saying, these are all bristlenose pleco species. They only get a few inches long. And if you've got the right conditions, they breed really easily. We've had a couple of clutches in this tank. Oh, here's some shrimp.
Yep, yep.
Cleaning away.
Cool. Well, speaking of, yeah, I think we're going to wrap
Yeah.
it up now.
Okay, ready to open the shop?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And until next week, let us know if you have questions and things you want us to cover next week. We're going to start doing this probably on a weekly basis. Thinking Tuesday mornings could be fun. And good seeing everyone.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you,
Happy
everyone. Thanks,
growing.
Eric. You're the man.
Bye, Eric.